I can recommend the burger. Fabulous.
Definitely.
Okay. I'm going to go have
It
one
is
of
all
those.
that.
And more. All right, let's move ahead to our next guest. He's really not a guest. He's part of the family down here at the Morning Brew. We love him. You love him. He's fabulous. Howie Kaibel, community manager for Yelp here in
You are extended family to me. Thank you.
Thank you. We're like all cousins and everything.
Yeah, we sort of are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? We're going to talk about health today?
We're going to talk about Albuquerque being this awesome city that is listed in Women's Health magazine.
Really?
We're going to talk about a partnership between Women's Health magazine and Yelp. It was a 6-month partnership where Women's Health wanted to identify up-and-coming cities that were great for fitness, food, culture, and nightlife. And they took out all the big metropolises, New York, Chicago, Boston, and then they just focused in on 61 million Yelp reviews. We had sort of our review scientists dig into the reviews and see which cities had new businesses that offered really terrific, great raving reviews about those 4 categories. And guess what? Albuquerque came out on top, one of the top 5 in the country for food.
Wow.
Thank you so much for bringing that out to the community.
It's so cool.
We're on the top of a good list.
Great list.
Yay.
Yeah,
It's a really
exactly.
good
We
list.
always knew that, but now, you know.
Yeah.
It's
We've
real.
been validated.
Yes.
All right, so
Here's the actual page. You'll see us down here. What they did after they determined which cities were scoring in the top 5, they reached out to the community managers, and so that's where I come in. I obviously lead a sort of online community of Yelpers that write these reviews, and they just asked me, what do you think is particular about the culture or the food scene in Albuquerque? And I really thought of the trends that I've seen and of what people are writing about. We've always had a Mexican food culture here. We've always had a new Mexican food culture. But as of the last 3, 4, 5 years, we've seen a Latin food culture come out. So I did identify 3 businesses: Pollito con Papas, which is a Peruvian place over by the base, Guava Tree Cafe, and Pasión Latin Fusion. All serving up really fascinating, new, and really Latin food, as opposed to what we're kind of used to here.
Right.
So that's what you'll find featured in this article.
Love it.
tapas have caught on a little bit, haven't they?
Tapas have absolutely caught
I
on.
like tapas a lot.
Yeah, I would say that there's a huge movement for that. There's a slight movement for Southern food right now. What else have you noticed in town?
Craft beers.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Craft
I
beer
mean,
thing.
I think we're the craft beer capital of North America for sure.
We're certainly an up and coming.
And also, farm to table.
Yeah.
You know, there's
That's a
just
great
so
trend.
much local. There's just such a movement toward eating fresh, locally grown produce, and you can really taste that in when you go out to eat.
I totally agreed. I think we were a little late on that train, but now that we're seeing it, there's this wonderful sort of from the South Valley to the North Valley. There are all of these coalitions and organizations that are saying, "Hey, we can contribute to this," and that's why we're seeing the markets spring up.
More and more local wine being served
Yes.
too. I
Excellent.
noticed that.
Excellent. Again, we're a little late on it, but we are the oldest wine producing state in the country. You know, so yeah, another good one. Absolutely. I think that these are all reasons why Albuquerque was listed with Des Moines, Iowa, believe it or not, Rochester, New York, Birmingham, Alabama, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma,
Nice.
as a real up and coming food town. So we have a lot to
I
celebrate.
think Albuquerque's way above all the rest.
I totally agree with you. I think the added element of the spices, the green chili, the sort of nuances that we throw into our food here is it makes for a very promising
Without
future.
any pretension.
Yeah,
You know, it's just good. It's wonderful food, wonderful people.
I hear you. Absolutely. There's very little pretension
More of
here.
a neighborly kind of quality to Albuquerque eateries. You know, that you don't experience when you go other places.
Yeah.
Also, I also spent last weekend at Taos. I had some amazing meals in that little town. Taos has some incredible restaurants, and that's kind of part of the community too, right? The regional.
Absolutely.
And wow, I've got to jump on Yelp and do some reviews on.
You should.
Some of those spots.
The last place I reviewed in Taos was the Love Apple.
Yes, the Love Apple.
I think, yeah, one of the most memorable
Very interesting.
dining places, experiences I've ever had.
Had a pecan encrusted chili relleno, and the relleno was filled with brie.
Wow.
And it had a mango salsa with it. I mean, it just, phew,
sounds
the
like a
flavors
medley.
were so good.
Yeah, yeah. And
Dang.
the ambiance in that place. That's just such a great example of a New Mexico experience, culinary experience that I think, like you said, no pretension. There are a bunch of people who are just doing what they love. I don't think that the plates were overpriced in any way.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah, so a lot of fun. Hey, if you want to join the Yelp community, what do you do?
Sign up, go to yelp.com, sign up for a free account. It takes just minutes. Pick up your this latest edition of Women's Health. Came out on Tuesday. So
Nice.
we're getting the word out right now, quick.
And positive Yelp reviews really make a huge difference in these businesses. I know there's a Korean restaurant called what is it? I can't think of it right now. Fuyang. And they were so busy because of the Yelp reviews they got. And
love
it's
hearing
just
that.
incredible. He goes, it's Tuesday. We've never been this busy. It's ever since the Yelp review.
Isn't that
you know?
great?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Always good to see you, Howie.
We
Thanks.
do
to
a
see
lot
you.
for our local community.
Thank
you
you.
so
You do
much.
too. This is great.
Howie Kaibel, community manager for Yelp. Speaking of community, there's a great event every year called Maravilla. And we're going to talk about that next to get you all informed on that. Much more to come on The Morning Brew.